Okay, we got our paintbrushes. All right. Hi! Today we have a very special guest. I feel like we're cooking.
Yeah,
We're
right?
like a cooking table. This is Leenda! Leenda D, everybody knows her. She's extremely talented and Canadian.
Yes.
I don't know why I
Extremely
have to-
Canadian. I'm just
Extremely
That's it.
Canadian.
This is Leenda. She's Canadian.
That's all you need to know. No, she's the sweetest girl ever.
Aww.
And we met last year, because Kristen said we needed to be friends. So
Good old Chris.
So today we're doing paintings and ponderings. So are you scared? You shouldn't be. I just made it sound like it was gonna be a terrible
Pretty
experience.
much. I'm like, yeah, now I'm scared. Now you mentioned it.
Yes, this is gonna be painless, I promise. So for today's prompt, you're going to paint how you feel on the inside right now. I know, it's so like
Yo,
deep.
where's that black?
That's so
though?
deep.
Yo, man.
You got one black right
Yeah.
there.
I know if it's the time of month, it would be red. Just kidding.
Just
And
all
black.
over.
Just
oh my
all
God.
over. 'cause
I
I'm
just remembered your skit. If my period was a person.
Yeah.
So funny.
That's how I
And too
feel.
relevant. Oh my God. So yeah, just paint however you feel on the inside. We will start with a question. How do you know that your experience of consciousness is the same as other people's experience of consciousness?
How do I know? I don't know.
Oh my God, this is so deep. Holy crap! I think finally growing up has taught me, because I thought, I'm so open-minded and like totally know how to live life, but then I realized everyone thinks they're open-minded and everyone thinks that their own opinions and thoughts. I mean, that's why I think I got into acting, is to try to figure out these different consciousnesses and people and their thoughts and how they see the world, because it's so different.
It's so different.
The other day I was looking through Instagrams of Trump supporters,
Oh.
and I was just like trying to go into their minds to see like
You're just like sitting there.
yeah, like what, and it helped me understand, like
I think a lot of them, I don't know, it's like they don't want to like open more to understand where they're coming from. So everyone has this, I feel like everyone has an idea of how life should be.
yes.
And I guess the only way to kind of figure out what other people think is by researching and trying to really be in
Yeah.
their shoes, I guess.
Let this be a PSA of let's understand each other, because it's such a simple concept, but I don't think people realize that the way we think is so different from how everyone else sees the
It's
world.
totally different. It's like with you, like you're really, really happy, which is awesome. And like I'm
Sometimes.
you're just like, Linda, you haven't seen me, but I'm not.
I know.
For you, but generally, I think you see very life positively. Just
I try. I try.
Yeah.
You know what it is? This came from Kurt Hugo Schneider, because he met Jason Mraz, and I was like, oh my God, I love him.
Yeah.
And so I was asking him what Jason was like and how positive he is. I don't even remember if he was talking about Jason or someone else, but he said that this artist has so many positive songs and an outlook on life like that because it helps remind them to be positive when they're negative. And so I think it's kind of the same for me, because there are days where I'm like, oh, everything sucks. First world problem.
No,
Julie, no!
Don't say
I know. But then when I do, I have like Post-its on my wall that help remind me, let your light shine.
Yeah.
Have fun. Be still and know that I am love.
Aw.
And just
Yeah.
all these things, because I think everybody needs a little.
We need a reminder for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
What is Linda like? What is
Linda like?
her base level?
I'm pretty like, I don't know. I have waves. I definitely like feed off of other people's energy. See life as every day is different, every day is new kind of thing. That we have like one life, so make the most of it. Sometimes I forget totally. Like sometimes I'm just like, looking out the window and I'm like, why is the world so sad? But I try to remind myself or like watch other people who are like really happy. It makes me happy. That's how I find.
Is that the face you watching people?
Yeah, I'm like, aw, they're happy. That's great. I want to be happy.
Aw,
Yeah.
I find you to be a very happy person. But I also
I
know
was
you're
like-
human.
I just like zoom on my face. It's like,
One single teardrop. That is so sad. You pick a question.
What would make the world happier?
Oh.
I think one would be seeing everyone as a community. I think helps.
That's a great one.
That everyone's going through the same thing or problem, so it's like we're all trying to figure out what we're trying to do, but it's like when someone is sad, it's like
and like understanding that.
Yeah.
And I love that word, community. I wish we had more of that, because in college it's so easy because you're in an environment where you're forced to have human interaction every day with the same people, and through that
so
you
physically or I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Lots of physical.
Julia's just like flashbacks. Can we have a flashback?
College.
College.
Oh my god.
All the guys are like, yeah, so Julie.
Oh yeah, Julie forced herself onto me.
Oh, Julie. Julie.
I swear I did it. Once you're out of college, it's like so much harder to have a sense of community, especially if you're a freelancer, because if you're not going to the same workplace every day and seeing the same people, some days you're like, whoa, where are my people at?
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely feel like understanding each other and whatnot, because I'm from like Vancouver, so it's a little harder for when I say I do art or whatnot, they're very like confused.
What does that mean?
Yeah, because everyone there is doing like business or like accounting or like trying to be a nurse or like real estate, and what I do for work is so confusing to them.
How do you explain this YouTube thing?
Yeah, I feel like I make videos online, and they're like, and it's always a face like, and I'm like, yeah.
Does it stop there? Do people like attempt to understand what this is?
They try to. They're still confused and they're kind of like, nah, okay, anyways, next on to the next topic. So I'm like, nah, okay. And that's why I like it here, because everyone kind of gets an understanding of when you're sad or you're feeling down or whatnot.
LA has feelings.
Yeah, it definitely brings down feelings, brings up feelings. It's a weird place.
Oh my god, it is a freaking roller coaster. Every day of my life, like, God, after an audition.
Oh, I know, right?
Yesterday, I was like, I hate acting. It's so hard.
But I realized that at the end of the day, it's just, it's not your fault when you're going in. It's not your craft. It's just they have this idea in mind of the face that they want,
Totally.
It's
and
just,
sometimes you just don't fit the role because it's completely the opposite of who you are.
Yeah.
So it's challenging and frustrating, and you have your bad days, but at the same time, it teaches you to be secure in yourself and to not look for validation and to do art for the right reasons, because the more you're focused on, I want other people to tell me I'm good and I want to, be rich and famous, the more you'll leave LA.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you do if you knew that you were immortal? How differently would you live your life if you would never die?
Oh shit, I would be doing all crazy shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, but then thinking about it, or I'm thinking like, I would go skydiving and like bungee jumping and all this stuff again, but then it would be less exciting, because the whole point of skydiving and bungee jumping is the fear of dying.
That is true.
But if that's not the I'm so mind blown. Life would be so boring.
I think life would be boring.
Life is exciting because we're gonna die. Oh my god.
That's so true. Because I think everyone's trying to feel that, like, I want to be immortal. I want to do things and have a feeling. But it's the fear that we have that makes us more excited about life.
Yeah.
Right? It's like if we didn't have fear, we wouldn't be excited.
Totally. Because actually Neil deGrasse Tyson said this beautifully. He was saying how he is glad that we die because it gives us an urgency to live. That's how he put it, and how there's a reason to get out of bed. There's a focus to pursue your passion, to love, and to say I love you, because you don't know when you're gonna die.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a sense of urgency to do what you want to do.
What would you do?
I think I would just probably do a bunch of exhilarating things and like things I'm afraid of, like heights. I'm scared of heights.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. So
my legs just like really shake. Like I love seeing nice views and whatnot, but my legs literally shake when I see something too high. And my friend wants to go to Six Flags tomorrow with me.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, I have a fear of heights, but it's time to like start being okay with things that scare me.
That's so good. And that's really interesting for me too, because I don't have a fear of heights, but I have a fear of the ocean. And as much as I love the ocean
Yeah.
and everything in it, and it's so beautiful and fascinating. I tried to do my scuba diving license, whatever certification, and I was terrified. So it's like, again, perspective. Like for me, I have no problem with heights because I just don't think deadly thoughts. But then I can also understand, because my fear of the ocean probably feels the way you feel when there's heights.
It's a fear of like being scared. That's all. Yeah.
Oh my, but this is the first time I feel like I understand fear in a good way. Because the fear of death is making life exciting. Oh my god, I'm so mindful.
That's why I just like realized that too. I'm like, wait, that is true. Like if we were immortal, we wouldn't be scared of anything.
Yeah, because that's the excitement.
Time to live life with the tail.
I fucked the tail! No, my room!
You're like, Leenda, what the F?
What's going on? Here, let's live life! Whew, that was so dangerous. Guys, we're so deep.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were so deep. Wow, this is awesome. Would your life be better or worse if you knew the time and place where you would
die? Like if you knew when you were gonna die,
your
and
life
how
would
you
be
were gonna
better.
die. Really?
Yeah. I think because it would make me like quickly do everything I want to do with my life if I knew there was a time. Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking live But that's
a way.
really, I think that's with goals too, you know? When you have a goal, it's such a rushing to get it, but when you don't have a goal or a path, it's kind of like when you're driving, but you don't know where your destination is, and so you're just kind of
aimlessly.
Yeah, but
this fits in the theme of you finding yourself right now.
And then when you know where you're going, it's just much more like, I'm going somewhere. I don't know. I guess, and sometimes people would like to not know and just go, and I feel like for me, I kind of want to get an idea, but I would maybe enjoy the journey more if I knew where I was going. Maybe to observe more of what's around me more, because if I'm driving aimlessly, I don't really take notice of everything, I feel like.
Because same thing with all the reasons that you gave, but then the other half, I'm so neurotic and such a control freak that I think for me, if I knew when I would die, I would think about it every day. I'd be like, oh no, T-minus 35 days till I die. And I feel like my neurosis would get the best of me and I wouldn't be able to like not think about that. I wouldn't be able to enjoy it as much. But if you're calm and able to just take the news, I think it'd be great to just know. When I was like younger, death to me was like, oh, you get really, really old and then you die.
Yeah.
And then I don't think about it again. But now that I am older and have life experience, it's bizarre to think we don't know. We could die like literally tomorrow. Not gonna but that might be possible. And then if it was tomorrow, then what? Like how would you live today? Because it is possible, but hopefully not. Oh my god!
I don't really know what I was drawing.
Are those feet? Legs.
Yeah, right? I'm like, is this a hair? I was trying to draw curtains.
This is so cute. Okay, I think it's time to reveal it and show the world what we've got. So this is how we feel on the inside right now. I love yours. Can I just say, it kind of looks like Trump's hair.
I know, that sounds like no. I drew it. I'm like, no, that's not.
It also kind of looks like a TV, but then looks like a brain, and it's like the brain processing stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's like light colors and dark colors. You're very balanced.
Yours is sunshine and rainbows, Disney, but sometimes there is a little smoke.
You get it. You get it. Sometimes I burn my toast, and then that happens.
And it comes to the side, where it's like, it just kind of sneaks on you.
Yeah.
But mainly you want to see life like this, but it just kind of, it gets on the bottom of your feet or your shoes.
You're very deep. Holy crap. I wasn't even thinking. I was just like talking and painting, but I guess this is what's inside of me.
It actually looks like a face, like something in Harry Potter.
Whoa! I just went to Harry Potter World. Maybe that's why.
How was that?
It was amazing. I love Florida. Go Florida.
Florida?
I know.
Like, where is Florida?
We're the other side of America.
Oh,
she's
Canadian. Florida.
Yay! Everybody give it up for Leenda. She's amazing. And I feel like I learned a lot about her, and I also totally got mind blown by our conversation. So I hope you did too. If you have any other questions you want us to answer, put them down below, and I hope this sparks weird, deep conversations between you and your friends when you go out to eat.
Yeah, I think everyone should have this at home with their friends. Just like, yeah, because it's conversations that can't actually ask directly when you're having brunch with your friend, but it's something that I think everyone should like talk about. Because everyone's feeling this way.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you!